Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. Stand up for your country. You know, there is so much uncertainty in the USA right now. It's beyond disturbing. Most human beings like to be secure. They don't like to be uneasy about what's going to happen, and it's exactly what we have. Politically, both Trump and Biden are in trouble. They have huge problems, and no one knows how those problems are going to play out. So that presents an opportunity in the political realm. And one young American has seized that opportunity. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. His name, Vivek Ramaswamy. You know him. Age 38, born August 9th, 1985. He made a pile of dough by founding the Rovant Services, a pharmaceutical company, in 2014. In fact, he had capital gains of $37 million in 2015 after he sold part of his company. So Mr. Ramaswamy, I know I'm going to have trouble saying that name all throughout the show, is a wealthy man. And now he wants to get into public service. So he was born in Cincinnati, that area. He attended Xavier High School there, Catholic school, Jesuit. He was class valedictorian, went on to Harvard, summa cum laude in biology. The man is super smart, maybe a genius. Then he went to Yale Law School. This guy is ultra intelligent. Then, as I said, he founded this company, he made a pile of dough in business, and he got out of the business and into politics. So he made an impression in debate. I think everybody would understand that. His polling average, according to Real Clear Politics, is 7.6%. He has no chance to win the nomination, but he's building up his profile for maybe 4 years down the road, whatever it may be. Now, Ramaswamy is shrewd. First of all, he is a Trump supporter. Go.
I did say he's the best president of the 21st century. From George Bush to Barack Obama to Joe Biden to Donald Trump, I think it's not even close. Who was the best of those presidents? In my book, I judge by results. That being said, I believe I can take the America First agenda even further than Donald Trump did.
All right, so that's respectful to Trump. The MAGA people won't hate Vivek, and he goes on his way. The reason that he's getting some kind of traction is because many Americans, maybe most, are tired of the old politicians. All right, Mike Pence, Chris Christie, Nikki Haley, they all come under that, and it may be unfair, under that tent. They're tired of it. Now, Trump, he's a maverick. He's outside that. So he doesn't fall under that tent because he's not really a politician, Trump. He's a populist. Anyway, Ramaswamy knows that. Roll it.
The truth is I'm an outsider. I'm not a professional politician. I think we have a choice between super PAC puppets who are being propped up with prepped lines and millions of dollars to go along with it, versus, in my case, I'm an outsider. I think of myself as a patriot who speaks the truth.
Super PAC puppets. Okay. That's the system. And if Ramaswamy gets into a position where he is competing for the presidential nomination, he'll have super PACs too. I don't know if he'll be a puppet or not. That depends on the individual. So there's no doubt. And I, as you know, if you watch the No Spin News and listen to it every night, I hesitated jumping in on the analysis of this man until I could see where he was going. All right, could see how he held himself. And in the debate, he did well. He held his own. But he is not, he is not well-versed enough in foreign affairs. And I don't know about his economics, but you would assume the guy has a pretty good grasp of economics. But foreign policy, no. And that is his weak point. So let me make the case here. Roll cut one.
Far from it. I think that the Biden administration is so stubbornly attached to the idea of getting Xi Jinping to drop Vladimir Putin, What I think we need to be doing is get Vladimir Putin to drop Xi Jinping. Just like Nixon went to China in 1972, I think Putin is like the new Mao. I will visit Moscow, and I will pull Russia out of its military alliance with China. The Russia-China military alliance is the single greatest military threat that we face today.
I will visit Moscow, and I will pull Russia out of its military alliance with China. Magic wand doing that? The United States is China and Russia's biggest enemy. Vivek is not going to change that. He could go, I guess, to Moscow and talk to Putin, but Putin's not going to kick over China in favor of doing anything for the United States. Not going to happen. Never has happened. Okay? Now, Trump controlled Putin. I still don't know how. Trump is very cagey with me. I've asked him 50 times, you know, what do you got on him? I think it has to do with economics, that Putin made billions of dollars, mostly in the energy realm under Trump, but I'm not sure. But Ramaswamy going over to Moscow saying, hey, Vlad, you got to pull out China and you got to ally with the USA. That's not going to happen. And I did some research throughout history. So Putin's a dictator and he's a killer. Yeah, we all know that. I mean, there's no two sides to that story. You have to talk to him still, I understand, but he's not going to be rational. He's going to do what he wants to do. And right now he wants to give the United States a hard time. There's only been one dictator / tyrant in history that I can find, one that's ever reversed course in fostering violence and fostering trouble for the world. And that is Attila the Hun. That's how far back you have to go. So what happened there was Attila and the Huns are coming down the peninsula of Italy, heading for Rome. And Pope Leo got on a horse and rode out to meet Attila, somehow convinced him not to sack Rome, and the Huns turned around and went back to Northern Europe. That's it. Now, they tried everything they could try with Tojo in Japan, Hitler. He mentions Mao with Stalin. It never works. It never works. The only thing that works with these tyrants is violence, is the threat of violence. That's it. Nuclear deterrent. You're going to persuade the imams in Iran to stop the terrorism? How about Osama bin Laden? So this is just fantasy stuff. When I hear Ramaswamy say stuff like that, I just roll my eyes because there's just no chance that that would ever happen. Now, in his own mind, he believes that he could do it, but, you know, you don't vote for somebody on a delusion. Okay? Now, I hope Vivek comes in here and we'll discuss this as gentlemen. But, you know, if you could tell me one other violent tyrant in civilization that's ever stopped, I would be happy to hear that. The second soundbite, and this was again on CNN, is about Ukraine. Go.
I would freeze the current lines of control, and that would leave parts of the Donbas region with Russia. I would also further make a commitment that NATO will not admit Ukraine to NATO. But there are even greater wins that I will get for the United States in return. The top of the list. No, our goal should not be for Putin to lose. Our goal should be for America to win. That's what we have forgotten in this country, is that driving Russia into the ground is not a U.S. strategic goal.
Getting rid of Putin is a U.S. strategic goal. It's a world goal. I mean, this is a murderer. This is a guy who violates international law, goes into countries and kills women and children. He doesn't understand that? And as I made this point 1,000 times, and I'll be very brief, if you let Putin seize a quarter of Ukraine and say, okay, you can keep it, China goes into Taiwan. Right? Yeah. The only reason China hasn't gone in is because Putin's getting his butt kicked in Ukraine, which he is, and his administration is tottering right now. I have predicted that Putin will be overthrown. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but it'll happen. He doesn't have the support of the Russian people anymore. And China's watching all this. Okay, so if you are a student of history, you know that Neville Chamberlain did the same thing with Adolf Hitler. Go take Austria, go take a large chunk of Czechoslovakia. Go ahead, go take it, and then we'll have peace. Well, that's exactly what Vivek is doing. Exactly. Because Putin doesn't have to do this. Ukraine doesn't mean anything to him. And he's disrupted the whole world and slaughtered tens of thousands of innocent civilians and displaced millions. And you're going to go over there and you're going to go, yeah, okay, all's forgiven. It just dangerous. So anyway, he's a smart guy. I believe he has good intentions, Ramaswamy. I think he has a future if he takes a tutorial under me and learns about the world and about how it works. He's certainly courageous. He goes up against the establishment. I like that. Down the road, I think he'll be a player, but not now. And that is the memo. Hey, if you watch my program or have been paying attention at all since COVID, you are aware of the risks we all face to our supply chain, critical infrastructure, and the power grid. Cyber attacks, gunfire, pandemics, all on the table. What would your family do facing a months-long blackout? No electricity, no fridge, no phone, no respirator, and an empty grocery store. Well, 4 Patriots has a new solar-powered portable generator. It harnesses the power of the sun, can be moved around the house, and is used to power essentials in a time of crisis. So don't procrastinate on ensuring your family's well-being at a time they need it most. Please go to 4patriots.com today. Use my code NOSPIN for 10% off. That's the number 4patriots.com. Again, use code NOSPIN for 10% off. Okay, let's start with the mail. Danley Garcia, Hiwacha City, Arizona. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Between the Biden administration and the press, which is more corrupt? You asked that question, O'Reilly. Well, I say that it's the Justice Department because they have more power than the media. But boy, does the media hide the dirt. For Democrats, they do. Jack Gilbert, Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Bill, in response to your question regarding who is more corrupt, the feds or mainstream media, I can only say the feds are corrupt, but only because the media facilitates that. Excellent point. Excellent point, Jack. If the media were fair and honest, corruption would be a lot less. Charles Rink, Spruce Pine, Alabama. The corrupt Biden administration is worse than the corrupt media because we can tune out the media, but the federal government is wasting our tax money. Dwight Jackson, Manila, Arkansas. Mainstream media is the most corrupt because if they were doing their job, the government would be held accountable. I'm glad you guys got that point. That's for sure. Adam Sherman, High Ridge, Missouri. Should we expect the same voting shenanigans we saw during the last presidential election? Well, you have to go to all 50 states. Again, the states run the elections, not the federal government. Most Americans do not understand that. Nick Blankenship, Princeton, West Virginia. I'm 26 years old, became a premium member more than 6 months ago. I appreciate that you report the facts without speculation. I share President Biden's schedule, which you give us every day, with my friends, and they're staggered by his lack of productivity. Joe's, he's relaxed. He's like Dean Martin. He's kind of relaxed. Paul, concierge member. Thank you, Paul. We, the American people, received exactly what we voted for. The World War II generation now almost gone, and with them, the common sense and patriotism they had. Today, we vote for handouts and feelings. A lot of truth to that. Paula Wesley, Libby, Montana. Love the atheist nothing there bumper sticker. One of my favorites, Paula. Atheists Nothing there. Atheism cannot eliminate God because he's right in the middle of their name. Okay. Al, Bill renewed my premium membership a while back. I'm eager for Killing the Witches to arrive. You get that free when you re-up or sign up for premium membership. I have all the Killing books, and some of them I read twice. Yeah, you read. Look, Killing the Witches, throw it on up there. It will be out September 26th after Labor Day. We'll start to tell you a little bit about it. We'll post an excerpt on BillO'Reilly.com as we usually do. This book does not have a boring page in it. It's really 3 books in one, but I'm not going to give it to you now, but pre-order it on BillO'Reilly.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all of that. And then we have a end of summer special, Killing the Legends, Killing the Killers, and any mug of your choice, $42.95. That's a great buy. You can still get my crazy BillO'Reilly.com people extended the reading special, Crazy Horse, Killers, and Legends, all for $32.95 until Labor Day. Till Labor Day. Okay, and then it's over. Word of the day, do not be a bumpkin, Bumpkin. And once again, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town. A lot of people are forgetting name and town. Okay, you got to know you're a real person. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Now, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Got it. Back with, bumpkin is, I did bumpkin, okay? Country bumpkin, but you don't know really what bumpkin means. Back with Holly the Terror Dog in a moment. As you may know, Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get their best sleep of their life. He didn't stop by simply creating the best pillow. Mike also created the Giza Dream bed sheets made from the world's best cotton. They look and feel great, come in a variety of sizes and colors. This means you get a great night's sleep, crucial for people like me with a busy schedule. My Pillow's bed sheets are ultra soft and breathable, but extremely durable. They also come with a 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty. Mike's latest incredible deal is a sale of the year for a limited time. Receive 50% off the Giza Dream Sheets. Get a set for as low as $29.98. So please call 1-800-869-0298 and use promo code BILL. Or you can go to mypillow.com and again use promo code BILL. Okay, so it has been a Terror Dog summer here on the east end of Long Island. Holly is a corgi, a Pembroke corgi. Breed originates in Wales. They are sheep herder dogs. So she likes to be out on the grass, but it makes her tired. But she sleeps with one eye open, keeping an eye on me. Okay? Or if any snacks. Now there's Holly after a day at the beach. Holly is exhausted. Okay, very cute dog. She is emblematic of BillO'Reilly.com. She's our mascot. And corgis in America now, and it's because of Holly. Holly has 3 million Twitter followers, or X followers, whatever it is. 3 million. And we post on BillO'Reilly.com pictures of Holly's all the time. But Holly has caught on, and now a lot of people want corgis. And they have actual corgi races out in California where a bunch of corgis, they race against each other, and they televise it. It's hysterical. But if you want a corgi, you got to get a big vacuum cleaner. These dogs shed because they weren't bred to be indoor dogs. All right? As I said, they're sheep herder dogs. In Wales, they don't bring them in. They're out in the field chasing around the sheep, making sure the sheep don't fall off the cliff. And they have great balance, corgis. Holly the Terror Dog has never fallen into the pool or the ocean. Doesn't go in. Goes right up, but doesn't go in. Okay? And once in a while, you figure she'd slip. Never. Never. But the dog sheds like crazy. Final thing. The late Queen of England had at one time a dozen corgis because they're so cute. But the Queen never walked one in her entire existence because she had servants to do that. Well paid. But I, your humble correspondent, All right, I'm up in the morning walking the terror dog because the terror dog has a schedule and does not like to deviate from that schedule. So my eyes open, and guess who's staring at me like this? Terror dog wants to go out and have breakfast. And she's not hearing any excuses. That's what the terror dog wants. And the terror dog has the loudest bark in the world, which works to my favor because people think I got a German Shepherd in the house. Anyway, it's been a terror dog summer. Holly's the best. I hope you have a nice pet. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.